Module 1, Section 4, and in this video we're going to work on Objective 5. And it says to solve application problems using addition of whole numbers. Okay, in other words, application problems, real life problems, story problems. Okay, and these aren't going to be that bad, so no panicking allowed. Okay, so like it says here, when solving an application problem, identify the key words that mean addition. So that was from the chart that we used in a previous video. And then we're going to use the POLI or problem-solving strategies. Okay, so keywords are add, sum, plus, more than, in all. That one's kind of strange. Total, increased by, perimeter, because you add the perimeter. And we'll go over some of those. Okay. So POLIA, just as a reminder, it has 4 steps, okay, and to simplify it, I'm going to call it Uber. You can remember that. Okay, so Uber, first of all, you understand what the problem is. So in other words, you read it all the way through, figure out any formulas you might need. You do whatever, so in this case, you identify all of these things as add. Okay, so that's understanding. Okay, the B, it's kind of weird, but build a plan. Okay, so you come up with something that you're going to do to solve it. Okay, come up with a plan, and if it works, great. If not, then you're going to figure out something else. Okay, the E is execute the plan. So you try it, see if it works, like I said. And then 4 is review. So if it works, great, you're done. If it doesn't work, then you come back up here and you build a new plan, and then you execute the new plan, and then you review the new plan, and you keep going through these last 3 until you get the answer that you're supposed to get. Okay? All right, so Uber, that's what we're going to remember. Okay, here's your first example in these. So last semester, Bill paid $1,562 for tuition and $389 for books. How much did he pay total last semester? Okay, so we read all the way through it. Now what are we going to do? What is it asking us to do? Okay, so because it asked how much did he pay total, that's our hint that we're going to add. So we're going to add this one, and that is our plan. Okay, so we're going to add those 2 together and get our answer. You can see that's what they did anyway. So here's your tuition. We're adding. Here's our books. That's their total. Okay. All right, the bottom one here. And then we'll get into ours. Rachel went to the gas station to get gas, but decided to also buy some snacks. She spent $23 on gas, $2 on soda, $4 on chips, $5 on Redbox rentals. How much did she spend at the gas station? Okay, couldn't we throw in a word here? How much did she spend total at the gas station? Because we're going to add them all together, aren't we? Okay, so we want a total again. So that's understanding the problem. We want to know exactly what we're doing. Okay, so let's find our numbers. We have 23, 2, 4, and 5. Is that everything? Okay, so what they chose to do is add the 2, 4, and 5 first and get 11. And then 23 at 11, and you can see they broke it down by decomposing into tens. You don't have to do that. However, if you line them up this way, that's going to be a bit of work, right? So what I would suggest is look for numbers that are easy to add up. Okay, 2 and 3 give you 5. 5 and 5 give you 10. And then 10 add the 4 is 14. Okay, that was kind of messy. Let's do it again. Okay, so instead of just adding straight down, which you can do, You could go 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 5 is 14. If that works for you, that's great. Okay? But what I like to do is group them together to make it easy. So 2 plus 3, or 3 plus 2 is 5. And then add this 5, so that's 10. And then add the 4, gives me 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay? Now, one thing they did not do on this one is they did not put the dollar sign, and they should have. Okay? How much did you spend at the gas station? 34. 34 what? 34 quarters? 34 cents? You know, $34. $3,400? You know, there's all kinds of possibilities. Okay, here's the two for us that are not started at all. So, C. If a college has 2,783 freshmen, 2,152 sophomores, 1,874 juniors, and 1,511 seniors, how many students attend the college? And again, can you see how we want how many total students attend college? We're going to add them all up, aren't we? Okay, so we've read through the whole thing. We understand that they're going to be added together, and our plan is, well, let's just line them up on top of each other and add them up in a great big column. Okay, so here we go. 2,783 freshmen, 2,152 sophomores, 1,874 juniors, and 1,511 seniors. Add them all up. Okay, so can we see any easy way of adding that first column? Okay, I know that 3 and 2 is 5, and 4 and 1 is 5. So 5 and 5 is 10. Okay, looking at this one, maybe, maybe not. Let me show you how I would do it. Okay, I would go 1 plus 8 is 9, and then I see this one down here at the bottom adds on to make it 10. Okay, then the 5 and the 7 in the middle is 12, so 12 plus 10 is 22. Do you have to do it that way? Absolutely not. Does it help? Maybe. If you want to just add them straight down, that's fine too, you know? Okay, so for this column, I'm just going to start adding straight down. So 2 plus 7 is 9, and 1 is 10. Now that was pretty easy. Okay, now I'm going to add the 8 and the 5. So there's 13 plus the 10 is 23. Carry the 2. In this case, 2, 4, 6, and these two make 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so 8,320 students attend the college. Okay, now one thing that they would like you to do, and it takes a bit of getting used to, is to estimate it at the beginning. Just get a guess of how many students there would be before you start. Okay, so that's about 3,000. Let's write it down as we go. So 3,000 freshmen, about 2,000 sophomores. This is about 2,000. And that's between 1 and 2,000, right? So technically the 5 rounds up, so we'll say it's 2,000. Add these up. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9,000. Yeah, we're pretty close. Okay. Rounding, yeah, it needs to be in the ballpark, but it doesn't have to be in a perfect round. Okay. And D, here we go. Understanding the problem, we're going to read all the way through. Jason goes on a road trip to Las Vegas from Salt Lake City. He drove 45 miles from Salt Lake City to Provo, Utah, where he stopped to pick up a friend. Then he drove 296 miles from Provo to Mesquite, Nevada, where he had to stop to get gas. Finally, he drove 82 miles from Mesquite to Las Vegas. How far did he drive? Okay, so what do we have? sometimes it's nice to draw a picture. Okay, and I know we're not going to go in a straight line to Las Vegas, but we're going to start from Salt Lake City. Okay, so we go from Salt Lake City, and he went to Provo. Okay, so here's Provo. And that was 45 miles. Then he went from Provo to Mesquite, which is 200, quite a bit bigger, right? So 296 to Mesquite. And then from Mesquite to Las Vegas was shorter again. Okay, so this is Las Vegas here. 82. Okay, probably not drawn to scale, but you get the idea. So that, to me, is part of understanding what we're doing. You can draw a picture, you can read through it multiple times, you can do whatever it takes. But if you see it this way, and I don't like having just LV, it looks weird. So, Las Vegas, and it was 82. I can tell here that I need to add them all the way across to see how far I drove total, right? So that's my plan. Okay, let's get kind of a guess and see how this is about 300. And then we put these two together. That's going to be a little over 100. So 300 plus another 100 is 400 and a little more. So it's going to be just a little bit over 400. Okay, that's our guess. All right, now let's see what we get. Okay, so we're going to just line them up. I'm going to put the 296 on the top because it's the longest number, whether it's the biggest or not. And remember, with add, you can add them in any order and you'll get the same answer. Okay, so probably just adding straight down on this one. So we're going to do 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 2 is 13. Carry 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. 4 plus 8 is 12. So 10 and 12 is 22. And then 2 plus 2 is 4. And sure enough, it was over 400 miles. Remember your label. And I think we're good, because when you're reviewing, remember, okay, so we understood the problem by reading it and drawing it out. We built our plan, so we decided that we were going to add them together. We executed, so we did add them. And now this review part, the R, that's where these two match. So if you estimate it in your understanding, then when you're reviewing it, you can see if you basically got the idea right. Okay, so that's it for this one, but we're going to do some more story problems in the next video.